Welcome everyone, I'm Chameli Seneviratna and this is Assessment 1 video reflection for Unit ECEC200. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today. I pay my respect to elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and recognize and honor their continuing connection to land, waters, culture and community. This presentation is structured in 7 main sections. First, the definition of play, introduction to play-based learning, significance of play-based learning, theoretical perspectives of play, different types of play and play-based teaching practices, and finally, the reference list. Definition of play. There is no exact definition for play. Play can be defined in different ways. According to IVIN 2017, play is an activity that extends over the lifespan from early childhood to adulthood. Play is different for everyone. For example, I might see drawing as playing and another can see passing a ball as play, as you can see in those two pictures in this slide. According to IVIN 2017, play should be a joyful experience to all who participates. However, play in a childcare setting is not always spontaneous. It is structured to achieve learning outcomes of the early years learning framework. Introduction to play-based learning. What is play-based learning? According to Hunter 2019, play-based learning is a child-centered approach which promotes the development of children through their natural, inquisitive, and explorative nature. Ali et al. In 2018 mentions that play-based learning invites children for active exploration, interaction with peers and teachers, enhance imagination and creativity. So what does this play-based learning looks like in early childhood education? According to Noble 2019, play-based learning can be seen as free play at one end and teacher-guided at the other end. Boroisova et al. In 2018 identifies play as one of the most crucial ways that children gain knowledge and skills during the early childhood. For example, let's say a child is playing with building blocks to make a car using them. So the child will use their motor skills, numerical skills, and if they fail, they will use their problem solving skills to somehow make this car. According to Hunter 2019, this will aid in child's cognitive development, reasoning, problem solving, numerical skills, depicting the importance of play-based learning in early childhood. Significance of play-based learning. The Early Years Learning Framework, which is the approved framework for early childhood education and care in the Australian context, identifies play-based learning as a crucial aspect in terms of children's learning and development. Why play is important and what benefits it can offer. According to Ginsberg 2007, play is important for optimal child development as it contributes to benefits such as physical development, cognitive development, socio-emotional development, and language development. So I will explain these benefits of play-based learning through an example activity. For example, let's say if a child is playing with clay and making certain creatures, they will use their motor skills, hand and wrist movements, eye coordinations, leading to physical development. The same play with the clay, while molding the creatures, they will have to decide the quantity of clay to be used. They will face problems asked from the peers, share their ideas with the peers. So that will lead to their creativity, cognitive development, socio-emotional development, and as well as they will engage with peers sharing their ideas leading to language development. Moving on to theoretical perspectives of play, different theories have contradictory arguments on play and play-based learning. Two common theoretical perspectives are Jean Piaget and Vygotsky's theory of constructivism and sociocultural theory. Jean Piaget believed that children develop their intelligence through a process of 4 stages as sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, and formal operational stage. For example, let's say a toddler is dropping a toy again and again even though you pick it up. That indicates that they are learning through the cause and effect and the sounds, etc. So, according to Carter 2018, Piaget believed that learning is more individualized cognition and play-based through the active exploration with minimal scaffolding. However, Wood in 2014 argues that Piaget underestimated the socio-cultural aspects of children development. Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory is contrasting to Piaget's constructivism theory, where Vygotsky prioritized learning from others than individual learning and prioritized adult scaffolding for the best performance of children, as mentioned in Nolan and Raban in 2015. Further, Vygotsky believes that learning and development are shaped through social interactions. For example, let's say a child can solve a puzzle to the best of his ability with the guidance of an educator rather than doing it alone. However, Fleer in 2015 argues that too much scaffolding may lead to diminished child agency. So, although these two major theories are contrasting to each other, they both imply the importance of play based learning. So, we as educators need to ensure that play does not diminish children's agency and creativity, and it should lead for the holistic development of children. Moving on to different types of play. There are various types of play that children can be involved at any time. Few such play types, as mentioned in Robinson et al. In 2018, are construction play, dramatic play, symbolic play, language play, and exploration play. I will explain few of these types of plays. Construction play. Let's say using natural elements like sands to play and create a sandcastle. So, according to Robinson et al. In 2018, this develops children's motor skills as they use their hands, wrists for this purpose. And also, according to Ramani et al. In 2014, it will develop their problem solving skills, quantitative and math skills, spatial skills, and creativity as well. Let's say dramatic play. For example, a child is playing teacher and student. So this will develop, according to Media 2014, this will develop their imagination skills leading to cognitive development, expand their vocabulary as they are engaging in conversations and writing skills, and develop leadership skills. Play-based teaching practices. Play-based learning is not always free play. We as educators create play-based activities which involves intentional, responsive and reflective pedagogy which will enhance children's learning and development while achieving the learning outcomes of the early years learning framework. So as an educator, I will use different types of play, as I mentioned earlier, to create play-based activities that are more intentional yet provide gentle scaffolding to make sure that it won't interrupt child's agency and aims for the holistic development. For example, let's say in dramatic play kind of activity, if a child is playing a role of a teacher, I would gently act as a student and ask questions like, "Teacher, is 1 plus 1 2? Is this correct?" So that it will enhance their literacy, numerical skills, and also that will broaden their perspective. So that's all about my presentation, and this is the reference list I used, and thank you.